so
Hello. Hi. I'm Melissa and this is Brianna and we're nutritionists at an app called SugarChecked.
And today we're going to be talking to you about nutritional properties behind common vegetables and how to prepare them. So as most of you probably have heard of antioxidants but don't know what exactly they're for, fruits and vegetables are major contributors of antioxidants and vitamins and minerals which may decrease cancer and other diseases. Some antioxidants in common foods are beta-carotene, which are in carrots, which give them their orange color. Tomatoes have lycopene, which give them their red appearance, and blueberries and grapes have anthocyanins, which give them their dark purple appearance. Antioxidants improve nutritional quality, they minimize rancidity, they improve shelf life, and they may help to relieve oxidative stress that can damage DNA, protein, and lipids.
So now I'm going to talk about cooking vegetables, which is the main point we want to get to today. The best and worst ways to cook vegetables. The best way is to microwave, and that's because a small amount of water is used to cook vegetables with a microwave, and a short amount of time is used to cook. The worst way to cook vegetables are boiling and pressure cooking, and that's because the high heat causes nutrient loss. Two important points we wanted to talk about today are vegetables you should cook and vegetables not affected by cooking. The vegetables you should cook, meaning that their antioxidant level rises when you do cook them, are carrots and celery. So you want to make sure to try and not eat these raw because they're better for you cooked. And the vegetables not affected whatsoever by cooking, meaning that if you cook them, they're not affected either way. Eating raw, they have the same nutrient value, are artichokes, beets, and onions. And one really interesting fun fact that we found was that microwaved green beans are actually healthier than eating raw green beans.
Fun fact. So someone asked how to cook Brussels sprouts.
Did they?
Yes.
Oh, they did. I didn't even see that. Yeah, so Brussels sprouts are actually better steamed than boiled or anything, or in the microwave, or baked especially. A lot of people like to bake and fry Brussels sprouts, but you should try to steam them. A really interesting thing we both learned was that if you activate the Brussels sprouts with lemon juice 5 to 10 minutes before you steam them, it actually enhances or activates an enzyme that improves its nutritional value. So make sure to let the Brussels sprouts sit for 5 to 10 minutes before you steam them, squeeze some lemon juice on them and a little bit of garlic, and it's ready to go.
Brussels sprouts are great.
We love Brussels sprouts. But also, an important fact too, if you are going to oven bake Brussels sprouts, which I know is really popular, you should always use avocado oil, because avocado oil has a really high smoke point of 520 degrees. A lot of people don't know that, so they use extra virgin olive oil in the oven and on the frying pan, and smoke point it's not as good tasting and ruins the flavor. So try to use coconut oil, canola oil, or avocado oil.
With the high smoke points.
High smoke points, yeah. And Brianna, were you going to talk about tomatoes?
Yeah, so how to cook tomatoes. Actually, cooking tomatoes are better than just eating them raw, because if you cook them, the antioxidant lycopene in them is boosted through the cooking process. So you should eat cooked tomatoes instead of raw.
We actually got a question I saw that said, what's the best way to cook beets? And as I mentioned before, beets, artichokes, and onions aren't affected by any cooking method. So you kind of have free range there with those three. If you want to fry the beets with some goat cheese or put them in the oven with some sage or thyme, beets are kind of the easiest one to cook, and onions as well, and artichokes. So yeah.
Any more questions you guys have? Good filling veggie meals. Some good filling veggie meals, you really want to get veggies with a lot of fiber. So Brussels sprouts, broccoli, you can cook those however you like, which is the best way to get all the antioxidants. But yeah, you want to stick with the very fibrous vegetables.
Yeah, so my favorite way too is I like to boil a big pot of chicken stock or vegetable stock and get some cooked chicken in there and put some carrots and celery and make like a really nice soup. And you can add a ton of spices and throw in a lot of different things, and you can get a lot of nutrients that way, especially if it's carrots or celery, because as we mentioned, if you can cook those, their nutrient level is boosted. So soups are a great way to incorporate that. You know, a fry pan isn't ideal, and a lot of people think frying vegetables, you know, it's fine because it's still a vegetable, but you have to be careful with that and make sure you don't use too much butter. But everything in moderation too. So I mean, we splurge, everyone splurges, but it's good to keep everything in moderation and try to follow these rules. Another way that we love to eat some of the ones that aren't affected by cooking are artichokes. If you guys steam an artichoke and squeeze some lemon juice on there, it's a really, really good way to get your artichoke, you know, nice and moist and really tender, and lemon juice makes it taste really fresh and kind of brings out the flavors. So.
How can you incorporate more veggies in your diet? Tori of My Life asked. You can definitely make half of your plate veggies, always, or make a really big salad. Make sure you have some protein on there so you'll get filled up. But yeah, try to make at least half of your plate veggies. It makes it easier.
I saw a question too that was, what's the best way to cook asparagus? Asparagus is a really fun vegetable to play with. The only thing I would say is not to fry asparagus. Frying asparagus takes out a lot of the nutrient value. So I would say steam asparagus, bake it for a short amount of time. It's a really easy vegetable to cook because it cooks pretty quickly. So with a little garlic and avocado oil and lemon juice, it's really good to cook steamed.
You guys have any more questions?
Anything else you want to ask us?
Okay, well,
what vegetables have the most antioxidants? Well,
the most, they're all really different. As we can conclude from our conversation today, you definitely, when you cook vegetables, you want to think about the type of vegetable, the temperature, and the time.
Yeah, those are the three T's.
Those are the three most important things when cooking vegetables to get the most nutrient properties from them.
Yeah, so if you can remember Brianna and Melissa's three T's, temperature, time, and type of vegetable, you'll be good to go. Any more questions? All right, well thanks guys from SugarChecked.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook.
We appreciate all your questions and we hope to see you soon too. Bye.
Bye.